using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. But there's a huge interference that say you shouldn't hear it.
Hi everyone, it's Blue. Today I'm going to be doing a song by Jay-Z called Renegade featuring Eminem.
Say that I'm foolish, I only talk about Jews. Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing what I do through and through it. I give you the news with a twist, it's just his ghetto point of view. The renegade, you've been afraid. I penetrate pop culture, bring them a lot closer to the block where they pop toasters and they live with their moms. Got drop ropers, who watch robberies, yeah, they crouched over. Mommy's knocked up, cause she wasn't watched over. Knocked down by some clown when child support not know he's not around. Now how that sound to you? Jot it down. I bring you through the ghetto without riding around, hiding down, ducking straight. Frustrated you, stuck in their way. Just read a massive meaning that broke my days. Great music that dumps with nothing relate to it. I help them see their way through it, not you. Can't walk in my pants, can't step in my shoes. Bet anything you work, lose your tie in your shirt.
I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen.
Jay-Z has a rhyme scheme similar to how Eminem has done in the past and in some of his songs that are like he'll have like 3 words within one line that all rhyme with each other, and he'll do it in each line in 4 lines, so he'll have like 12 rhymes that all lines he'll have like 12 words that all rhyme with each other in 4 bars. Sounds like Jay-Z's kind of upset with people who are criticizing music that has substance to it. He even mentions in his line, are you fools listening to it or are you just skimming through it? He rhymes obviously music and through it, but he's also asking a serious question about if you hear keywords that trigger a sense of, oh, this song is trash or it sounds like everything else. But he's wondering if you're actually paying attention to what he's saying that is important to some people that helps them maybe get through each day because they relate to it.
I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen. I ain't no politician, but I'll kick it with them a minute. You see, they call me a menace, and if the shoe fits, I'll wear it. But if it don't, then y'all will swallow the truth, grit and bear it. Now who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title? Put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. But there's a huge interference that say you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew, maybe it's food for the spirit, maybe it's beautiful music I made for you to just cherish. But I'm debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a drug addict. You didn't experiment, nah. That's when you start to stare at who's in the mirror and see yourself as a kid again, and you get embarrassed. Then I got nothing to do but make you look stupid as parents. You freaking do good, it's too bad you couldn't do good at marriage. And do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? I don't think you do, so stay tuned and keep your ears glued to the stereo, cause here we go. He's chicken. Now listen, this the Mr. Kiss My Ass is just a renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day, cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to talk about anything. Renegade.
Okay, that Eminem verse was I feel bad because it's like a Jay-Z song, but that was really good. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to cover some of those lines because everything, like, it's too much to cover, but I'm gonna go ahead and try. Okay, since I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I'll kick it with them a minute. 10 lines later, he's still rhyming menace with also parents, so he has a great just rhyme scheme that lasts forever, and it feels like liquid the way he's carrying you through all these words that if you just say normally don't all rhyme with each other, but how he's pronouncing them, very smooth. He's also inside of that rhyming the U sound. I love this part. Now, who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics who could inherit the title, put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits, but there's a huge interference. They're saying you shouldn't hear it. Wow, that is just, it's like... Literally, because all those L sounds, and it all rhymes with each other, and internally he still has those rhyme schemes that are rhyming with that other rhyme scheme that he started with his rhyme scheme that's in here. So there's so much going on, and he's still saying something. Sometimes Eminem's in some of his other songs, I'm not hating at all. Like, I love him.
I think I love you too.
But he says words that don't really mean anything. It's really fun to listen to and enjoyable. But I like this one especially because he is also saying something that means something along with what he usually does, which is really, really good at playing with words. He's lashing out at the people who kind of judge him, just like Jay was in his first verse, about how like he's doing things that are wrong or not appropriate, or basically criticizing him. And he's coming back with saying, "Oh, who are you, you do-gooders? You couldn't even do good at marriage." Which again sounds really good. Do-gooders do good at marriage. So it's just kind of spatting back at those people. It really was a great verse. I'm so sorry I can't go over every single line. People in the comments will get mad at me.
Had to hustle my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, pockets filled with a lot of land. Not a cent, not a thing. Lot of innocent laws lost on the project, bitch. What you hollering? Gotta pay rent, bring dollars in. Bottle bodega, iron under my coat, feeling braver. Do rag, wrapping my weights up, pockets full of hope. Do not step to me, I'm awkward. I box lefty, I'm often. My pops left me in awkward. My mama wasn't home. Could not stress me, I wasn't grown. Dressy on nights, I bought something home. The quiet stomach, my demeanor. 30 years, my senior, my childhood didn't mean much. Only raising greener, raising my fingers to critic, raising my head to the sky. Big, we did it, more time before I die. No lie, just know I chose my own fate. I drove by the fork in the road and went straight.
See, I'm a poet, this I'm a regular modern day Shakespeare.
Yeah, that verse was, he came back in really hard. He heard Eminem go really strong and he came back in like,
shit, that nigga had me scared, but I held my own. Fuck that.
Okay, so that first, like, I guess few lines, I had to hustle my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, pockets full with a lot of lint, not a cent, got a vent, a lot of innocent lives lost on the project bench. What you hollerin', gotta pay rent, bring dollars in. Good job. That was really good. And it really reminds me of what Eminem did in his last one. That's like very similar to how Eminem sounded in his first verse. And Jay-Z came in almost completely parallel to that. So I really respect that. It sounds very, very pleasing to the ear to hear that they're both like right up there on the same level, at least with that. Loved Eminem's verse, but Jay-Z did really good too. He's painting a picture of why he feels basically so distant from his parents. His father was obvious, he just wasn't there. And his mother, though, maybe just trying to work and provide and maybe even had 2 jobs, still he felt very distant and disconnected from her, at least as to why he felt so orphaned as a kid. And instead of using that as a reason for maybe some behavior he might have had or some bumps in the road that didn't really get him to his destination, he actually said that because of this, I saw the fork in the road and I just drove straight. There's a very strong visual of the classic, there's 2 different directions you could go into a road. You're at a fork on the road. You have this option or this option. But Jay-Z very optimistically says, well, I don't want 2 options. I want a third one. And he makes his own road right down the middle, straight ahead. To get to his own destination that he pays for himself. He doesn't just settle for whatever destiny is saying, well, if you do this, you get that. And if you do this, you get that. He makes whatever option he wants.
I'm a poet, this I'm a regular modern day Shakespeare. Jesus Christ, the king of these latter-day saints here. To shatter the picture in which of that is they paint me as a monger of fate, Satan, the scatterbrained atheist. But that ain't the case, see, it's a matter of taste. We as the people decide if Shady's as bad as they say he is. Or is he the ladder, a gateway to escape, media scapegoat, who they can be mad at today. See, it's as easy as cake, simple as whistling dicks, while I'm waving the pistol of 60 Christians against. I go to war with the Mormons, I take a bet with the Catholics and holy water. No wonder they try to hold me under. I'm a motherfucking spiteful, delightful, the new Ice Cube. Motherfuckers hate to like you. What did I do? I'm just a kid from the gutter making this butter off these bloodsuckers. Cause I'm a mob renegade. I've been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to talk about anything.
That whole verse was again filled with 6-syllable rhymes. Latter-day Saints, that is they paint, monger of hate, all of that just really rhymes like his last verse. A lot of people paint him as a very hateful, bad person. Probably a lot of people who are religious, because he does speak very vulgar and speak of things that are sinful or bad. So he's kind of going back at them for what they're saying about him. So yeah, I really liked the song. I thought it was great. Thank you so much for recommending this one. I really enjoyed it. And sorry I couldn't go over every single rhyme. I don't want this video to be too long, but I did definitely hear how strong that second verse was of Eminem. So it was really great. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and go follow me on Instagram. My name's Orchids of Honey.